And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
At the 35, he's open. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Wide out in motion. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wide out. And the pass down the left side. Diving caught.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Catch in the middle, it's Alexander. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man quickly.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They try to pop a run on the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play.
They get off the rock really fast and get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Dropping back, it's Wade. Fires to the right. Got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Hood. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it on the run. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're through 1 period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Gonna let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Utes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Running it back, it's Hayden. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires numbers and picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes!
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 7 over Boise State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's good. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pocket starts to collapse. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And they got him for the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On the run, still looking. Still on his feet at the 45. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Glover. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Going for the big play. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Coming after it. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This is a third and long. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Utes decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Bringing it back, it's Hayden. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Wade. And the quarterback is snowed under. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. 2 quarters of both sides feeling each other out. And it's likely to come down to which offense can find a way to generate some big plays. Adjustments will be a part of it. Maybe it's time these typically conservative play callers open up the playbook. Nothing crazy, but a calculated risk here and there to try to gain an edge in what's been a stalemate.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Looking for space. It's good.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Handoff to the single running back. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. They'll go to the ground. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Wade. Unloads to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up 1st and goal.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play thrown.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. He wants it all. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, it's 21 to 13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 4 over Boise State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Using his legs, it's Glover. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Now on second down. Handoff to the lone back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Bully ball on third and short. Plows through the defense. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Utes have this offense rolling. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And this is why defensive coordinators lose sleep at night, because guys like this have the football in their hand almost every single play. Third down, nothing open. He makes it happen himself. Now set up with a great scoring opportunity with first and goal.
Bust through behind his pad. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Tries again to get it in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, at this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
A huge chance for points here on third and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They'll go to the air. Feeling some heat. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and now...
That's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and standing in gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, it's Stanley. Creating solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll give it to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. This offense has a second down play.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Scanning the field, it's Wade. Still looking, on the move. Grabs it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock and it will be your friend. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't.
He's off to the races. The 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah!
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You've got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside to get them.
He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge fourth down play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait